so cold, it's freaking miserable, and it's been raining and it's wet. But we're going to do another video today. Today we're going to install DAB, which is digital something radio in the Golf. DAB, I've never done a DAB install, so this is a new one for me. Let's grab what we need. So I've got the DAB kit and a couple of screwdrivers. Not really sure what else I need at the moment. I'll unbag this when I get into the car. So let's go to the Golf. Oh, you can see me air freshener. Old school fashioned air freshener. I'm locked in my car. Unlock. Open the door. This is what happens when it doesn't register doors being opened. Bloody car. Got the key in the ignition. Ignition on, ignition off, done, right. Bloody hell. Right, so I'm sat in the passenger seat because I know full well when I install this DAB radio, there's a DAB aerial that I need, and I'm going to put it on the bay pillar on the passenger side. So that's why I'm sat in this side of the car. So let's have a look what's in our little bag. And yes, my hoodie is awesome, and you can get yours from bluudysgarage.com. That's enough plugging. So, what do we have in our little bag? We have a USB attachment when I pull that cover back. Come on, pull that cover back. There we go, USB, which has the aerial on the back of it, which that aerial screws into. That's the DAB aerial. That plugs into the back of our head unit. That gives us access to DAB radio. So, freaking awesome! Bit daft that it comes with a cover, if I'm honest, because you're going to unplug the cover, plug it into your unit, and then you're going to forget about the cover when you come to remove the edge unit in however long it is, and you don't know where you're going to put it. Well, you get a little wipe, a alcohol prep wipe. That is for the sticky pad of the aerial, because you're going to need that to stick it onto the A-pillar. Let's do that. You know what I'm like, guys, you know. There's the aerial. More freaking tape. Are we out? We're not out yet. Nearly there. There we go. Get rid of the tape. Get rid of the rubbish. So, what we have here is we have, I don't know how long that cable is, but that's the cable that's going to run from the A-pillar down to the head unit. It screws onto the back of that USB device with that, onto that gold screw just there, and that plugs into the unit. This you're going to stick onto the window, I believe. Oh, it is actually the other way around. This bit sticks onto the window, and that bit touches the A-pillar. So I've actually come to the passenger side. Oh, it still works. I can stick it up the top. That might be on the roof more than it is the A-pillar. That needs to ground, you see, onto the metal of the car, where that is the actual aerial and the receiver for the DAB. So that's that. This is it. There's only two parts. So I need to pull the head unit out so I can get access to the USB cables, and then I need to pull the trim off, stick this on somehow, run the cable down, and then hey presto, it's done. It's that simple to install. And then you have DAB in your car, but you have to make sure you have a head unit that can support DAB. So obviously we have the Atoto head unit that we installed in one of the other videos, and this does accept DAB. I think my Chicane head unit and the other head unit I've got, the Super, also accept it as well, which is pretty cool. A lot of Android head units accept it nowadays. And you also get some instructions or instructions, depending on what you want to say. It says literally everything I've just said in lots of different languages. But yeah, ground, receiver, and where to connect it in your head unit. It's as simple as that, guys. Look at my fingerprints. Ooh, look at the reflection. Hello, YouTube. Anyway, put it out so I can get to the USB that I want. This is the one on here called Easy Connection, but there's actually another USB built into the back of the device which I could use, but I'm going to use this one that says Easy Connection, just why not. I pulled the A-pillar trim off. A lot of cars will be like this. You can see it's got the holes on the back of the A-pillar. This really just goes pulls off. I pulled this rubber down as well so I could pull it off. Dead easy. Most cars will be very similar to that. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to cough again. Hold on, I'll come back in a sec. So, what we need to do is we need to find where we're going to stick our aerial. So, this little tab just underneath there is what's going to have to touch the metal, and then the rest of it is going to stick to the window. So, I thought about having it up there on the roof, but then the cable is going to be hanging out and then tucked into the roof. If I go on the side like that, the cable is going to tuck straight into the A-pillar and disappear. So even though the aerial would stick out a bit, there's not really a lot to see, so I think we'll be alright. So I'm going to do that, I think. I'm going to mount it somewhere around there and then have the aerial come up the window. And then it means we can tuck the cable straight underneath the A-pillar trim, down here, down on the doors, under the dash, and then back to the head unit. Makes nice, perfect sense. Or I think it does anyway. So I'm going to pull this backing off of both the copper bit, because it's copper under there, look, you can see it, and the sticky bed for the aerial, and get it mounted. So you're actually resting on top of the clocks at the moment in the car, so but hopefully this will all work. So sticky back off of the copper bit, sticky pad off, come on, off the back of the aerial. Turn it upside down so I can work this out. How tall are you now? So you're gonna go to about there-ish. So if I rest you underneath that wire, slide in there, copper bit. Nice. I'll just press you there. How's that looking? Yeah, that's not bad. So we'll press that on the window there. Press the copper bit down onto the metal, and then we'll run that all the way up the window like that. I'll bring the camera back there so you can see. So you can see the copper bit, the ground bit, is on the metal there. In case anyone's wondering if you need to sand it so it actually grounds properly, no you don't. I did actually experiment off camera, so because I knew someone would ask me that question. You don't need to sand any of the metal work, you just need to attach it onto the metal. Don't need to actually sand it, not like a normal electrical current or whatever you want to call it. That's there, so that wire is going to be tucked underneath the A-pillar nice and neatly, and this is stuck onto the window up there. So you can't really see it, to be fair. Passenger will see it, but you know, no one else is going to be able to see it. But I think it looks pretty good. So now we just need to get the A-pillar back on and tuck this cable all the way down, get it running to the back of the glove box and get it coming out here. Oh, we're sliding, we're sliding. Right, tuck some of that cable in there. I've attempted to tuck it out of the way. That's not really worked very well. I'll have to show you guys after. So it gives us this spare that we can hopefully now just hide in here as we put the pillar back on. Don't think I could have placed that any better, it's right next to it. Look at that, it's like a professional install. We've done amazing. So now I have the wire underneath. I need to get threaded into the back of the glove box and the head unit. So look how good it looks. Looks like a professional install, not a Bluudy install. Right, anyway, we somehow need to get the wires around that corner there, tucked up underneath this glove box, and then get him out that hole just there. And do that off camera, because all I'm doing is literally tucking the wires underneath and then threading it through to behind the glove box. So it's all tucked up above my feet now, coming out of this hole. I've looped the rest together just so it doesn't become a massive cable that's hanging underneath. I'm hoping I can touch this on with my one hand, because obviously I'm filming with the other. Rest it against my hoodie. Come on, twist on. Come on. There we go. So then we have the USB connected. That's nice and tight. You can tighten that up with a spanner if you wanted, but to be honest, there's probably no reason because you can do it really tight with your fingers. Need to somehow pop this cover off. That plugs into there. And then we need to push all the head unit and everything back in then and back together. So we'll push that into there, as you can see. So that's the aerial connected to the head unit. I'm going to push everything back in because you don't need to see that because you've seen my other videos of installing it. I'm going to push it all back in and then that will show you it powered up and working. So we're all back together and I put the key, I don't know why I'm showing you because you can't see, but the keys are in. It's on the first notch just to power it up. If I go back to the home, I am on the right screen, but go back to the home. On here we have a button for DAB like a lot of other Android units. You can then press search up here, which will search and bring up all of the radio stations that it can find on DAB from where you are at the moment, which is freaking awesome. And then it's just a case of, you know, pressing which one you want. No, I don't want to like it. Just press it. Press it. There we go, and it will switch over. Can't play any music, as you know, guys, for copyright reasons. It shows you your signal up there of how good you're doing. Don't know what that button does. Don't know, but it service follow enable, service follow disable, so it must change the frequencies you're driving through. That shows you the loved ones that you've chose. Yeah, that one I think might list it, so you can choose, for example, news, and it will show you news. Don't care about talk sport because I'm not a sporty person. Rock music shows you rock, etc. Sweet, and then you can go for all, when you can get your finger on it. And then everything's back together. What a fantastic unit. I've always wanted DAB, I've never had a car with DAB in. So there we go, we have DAB. And it tells you what's playing. If I change to whatever that is. How Asian sound. I'll be honest, I don't know any of the Asian songs. I just keep pressing, that's annoying. Keep pressing love when I don't want to press love. Come on, stop the love, stop the love. BBC Radio 1. Now playing. I keep doing it. I keep pressing the love. I don't want to press love. I just want to press the extra thing. There we go. Playing pop music. Radio 1. It's spinning. Now playing The Loving Kind of Girls Aloud. Girls Aloud. But obviously there's no sound, so you can't hear it at the moment. But yeah, it's definitely playing music. Awesome! So we have DAB now. There we go. That's how you install DAB in a car. Specifically a car with an Android unit. The Atoto A6 Pro I think it is that I'm actually using, but it'll work similar process for other Android units. Like I said, guys, thank you very much. I've still got the tyre pressure monitoring system and onboard diagnostics to fit to this head unit and obviously this car as well as lots more videos planned for this car. I've currently just messed up one of my videos, which I might upload just to show you guys anyway. You can grab my hoodies and stickers and stuff like that from bluudysgarage.com if you're interested in that. If not, just stick with the channel and support me and like me and comment, and that's all I can ask from you guys, you know. I've also started uploading some of the videos previously that I've done to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/bluudysgarage, probably. I don't really know what it is. Links in the description to it anyway. If you guys are on Facebook, make sure you give me a like. And if you see a video that might interest one of your friends, just tag them in it or share it to them. That would be absolutely fantastic. Right guys, I'm going to shoot off now because I'm about to go down south to see my family, which is about a 75-mile journey each way. So we're going to have a run out in the project shed with our new DAB radio. Thank you very much. I will see you very soon in another video. Thanks guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.